Mirror, mirror on the wall, who is the beautifulest Yamato of them all? Well, it's certainly not gonna be this one, but I'm gonna do my best and try to make it look a lot better. Now, it doesn't look bad, but what I'm about to show you, you'll understand pretty soon. Welcome to Steam Workshop. Here we got the 2-to-1 Yamato by, well, this is martincitopants. Surprise. You can see it looks nice. It does. This is the original version. No, this is the Ultra version. Here we have the original Yamato from 2020. It's looking great and all, but let's check out some other Yamatos. Surprise, some other people wanted to build Yamatos too. Give it up for Yamato by, is it Mikan Box? This is also from 2020, and you can see, wow, it's looking pretty neat. We are gonna subscribe to this and spawn it into the game. Oh, probably a Japanese person. Ibento Yosenkan Toshite Tat. Oh, I don't know, it's for some event, right? But that was long ago. This is cool and all, but there is more. Here we got the next one. This is Yamato Battleship built by Elshfor instead. You can see the images are really like bad and dark. This is from 2019, a bit updated 2020, so this is probably one of the earlier ones. It looks really cool, but the images are bad, but we're gonna sub to it and spawn it in. Then we have, here you can see, the Space Battleship Yamato. This is from 2018, so this is like one of the OG Yamatos on the workshop. Yes, it's for the Star Blazers show, and it's an anime, you know, and pretty famous one from the 70s at that. But it is indeed featuring the Space Battleship Yamato, which is basically the same thing but in space. Very nice, built by Senrein, so we're gonna sub to that too. Then we have this by Billy Joan. Here we got another Yamato, this from 2021. So you can see this is looking pretty good. It's gonna be fun to spawn them in and see them like in real life. And we're basically gonna try and get some inspiration from these builds while we upgrade the martincitopants Yamato. And then lastly, we have probably my favorite. Give it up for, this is a hard workshop name, Nordicultur. Yes, this is also from 2018. This is like a large Yamato, very large. It's not my favorite. There were more Yamatos than I could have foreseen. Anyways, we're gonna check it out too, because this is definitely one of the OG Yamatos in there. Very cool nonetheless. However, before we look at my favorite, we could also, of course, go and look at some like stats and whatever, and maybe like some pictures and stuff to get a comparison. But it's hard to adapt things to from the depth, so I feel it's a better idea to just spawn in the beautiful other ships, other Yamatos. So, which is the favorite? You're gonna be extremely surprised. But you're gonna be more surprised for this reminder. Like the video. That's it. Ladies and gentlemen, here we have it. It's another space-built battleship Yamato. It's another Yamato space battleship from Star Blazers. Could you have guessed? It looks absolutely amazing in-game. God, that's a high-res picture. We're gonna spawn it in, and well, it's from this year. It's from April. It's new, it's fresh, and it's really good. So we're gonna look at that and take some inspiration. Also, looks like I was a little bit hyped for this. What does this say? Wait, that happens to be the lyrics. What an opportunity! Saraba chikyū yo tabi tatsu fune wa uchū senkan Yamato. Now, that's very cringe, Gmodism. Very cringe, Eric. Uchu no kanata iskandaru e haru. Well, I will make you suffer no longer. Let's continue with upgrading this ship indeed. Oh my god, my camera is giving up. Support options is in the description. Anyways, I have been working on upgrading the visuals of the Yamato a little bit. I obviously haven't gotten too far yet, but you can see we have done a little bit of retexturing and reshaping in the front here. We added it back to metal, mostly for it to look better, and we changed the shapes a little bit here. Now, I'm gonna share with you a super high level cool little deco tip that I recently discovered. Can you see this super ugly transition here? Well, I think you can. How to fix this? And no blocks in the menu can help you, and nothing you do with reshaping them as mimics will help you either. So what to do? The easy answer is that it's impossible. Except, well, it isn't. Look at that. How did I make this? How could I make this shape be filled out? Well, fortunately for you, I'm gonna share that now. Turn on mirror mode by right-clicking this or clicking, well, Alt-N. Then we place a little placeholder block down here. You click Ctrl-X to get the deco menu. Inside here, you will write in triangle to triangle. Select this. Now you'll need to check the box Hide Original Mesh. Select Material Override to whatever material you're building on. This is metal material, so I'm going to select that. That's missile mat. That's wrong. Metal. Much better. Look at the shape carefully to understand how to turn it. So then we turn it and we make sure it's going to be how we want it. If nothing works, that's probably because you may have a wrong type. Then you should select the mirrored instead. Triangle to triangle mirrored. Now this doesn't need the mirrored version, but if it's impossible, it's probably the reason. So you'll just turn it around until how it should be placed. You can see the edges lining up. Then you will straighten out these angles so they are all right. Then you're gonna stretch it out to be 4 meter. If it's a 4 meter v 4 meter one, we are need to fix. And then we're gonna line this up to the right spot, rounded the numbers off, so we got 1.5, and we have solved it. The nice thing now is to apply it with mirror, and your other side is fixed too. Also, we placed a little placeholder block here. That's neat, because then we can take this block and save this as a prefab, so we don't need to set this up again. Somewhere in your little files here. So 4 meter diagonal, 4 meter slope transition. Very nice. And do you just want to get my files instead? Well, you can then become a commissioned officer in the army of Gmodism, and you can get them. And with that, I want to say thanks to everyone who's supporting the channel. And this is everyone in the Imperial Government of Gmodism. And special thanks to our commissioned officers, Captain Shiro, Commander Ben Wilkie and Delphin, Lieutenants Ali Rudolph, Anto, Cravey, Floros Dagon, Josef Ishovsky, Owen, Parva Greed, Vincent Veritas, Rick Proel, Scooby Rocks, and all our cadets, as well as the helpful enlisted in the AOG as well, which anyone can join for free, of course. Also, big thanks to our sanctified members of the Imperial Ecclesiarchy, which you're watching this video maybe with a future perspective, providing a path, yeah. That's because you can watch it early as a YouTube member. Anyways, big thanks. So why does it say to be announced? Well, let me show you. If you go here to the government of Gmodism, we come to this little site. I haven't really spoken too much about it. It's existed for a little bit of time, but I didn't set it up completely. It's to be announced because there is no one in the government of Gmodism. But I offer this little, like, support option. If your main goal is to just support the channel, the good thing with this for me is that it's basically 0 transaction fees. So everything you support me with, I'll get. This is not really the case for Patreon or for YouTube memberships, unfortunately. But in this option, everything you support me with goes to me, except like 0.01% or something. So the main thing with this is mentions and recognitions. So as said, nobody joined, but if you want to join and support the channel this way and have your name featured here and there, well, please do consider it. This is the reason why it's going to be featured at the top of the list, for example, here. So now you know. Sorry to put that in your face and all, but you know, my current supporters help immensely much, and big thanks for everyone who's supporting the channel right now. It really helps. Also, don't watch the platform here in the background. It's the Mark III of my popular build platform, and it's very secret, and you'll have some updates about that on the channel moving forwards. So check out the news and check out shorts. I'll post some news about the Mark III platform project. Not to like get you overhyped or something, but it's gonna be really, really, really cool. We're gonna have some really advanced breadboard features there, and we even have like, I'm not gonna tell you. You'll see later. It's the best build platform ever, in my humble opinion. So in any case, I have been spending ungodly amount of time of trying to smoothen out and shape out the hole here a little bit. It may not even be very visible, but I've worked hard to make the shapes a little bit smoother and neater around the hole, and continue to do so, because there are like some pretty cool transition blocks not everyone are using, like this block and stuff like that all over the place, which I have been finding places like this one is pretty unusual too for a lot of newer builders. Yeah. So I've been trying to integrate that and smoothen out the whole shape. Oops, I didn't mean to show the platform. So I've been like fixing areas like this to this, not perfect, but as good as I can make it. And like this to this. Ongoing project, by the way. So in any case, I wanted the backside of this flat area to be metal as well. So basically what I want to do is I want to replace this alloy with metal. And I found a smart way to do this. So I checked that there is no alloy or metal being painted with this blue color, which is the blue color 17. I believe it is, yes. So I'm gonna paint the alloy using this like paint gun. But we're like lagging a little bit here, that has to be said. So I'm trying to only target the alloy here, but I'm basically painting this area, and we're going to do a little smart thing. Oh, I just realized we can pause the game when we paint now. So now we can like paint lag free. Very nice. Well, I'm just gonna paint an area. Be careful to only select alloy and you'll see. Yes, this is kind of tedious, but it's a lot faster than just free paint in build mode, you know, like this. And if you're like, this is not the right color, this is the wrong color, Yamato shouldn't be this color, you're not getting me. Don't worry. Just stay tuned and you'll see soon enough. Starting to be covered soonish. Fantastic. Now we painted it blue. Now we're gonna go to V menu, as it's called, and we're gonna click armor refit. So we're gonna check alloy with the color 17, and we're gonna make it metal with the color 0. And it voila, as they say. The floor is now nice metal. Now this is annoying. Anyways, you may think also that no, I would never do this because I have a lot of mimics and mimics don't get affected by refit. Well, I'll have you know that the latest from the depth update actually adds the feature that mimics from one material to another get instead turned to the thing you want to refit it to. So when you go to the little V menu of armor refit, you can like check this affect decoration and it will do that. Now, it seems that it doesn't affect ducts, which is a little bit annoying, but well, that's not too many blocks there. Now, I think this looks better suited for the Yamato. I think this is one of the features that Martin did remove and swapped it all to alloy instead, and that was because it was too heavy. But it looks better, and here over the water surface, this metal doesn't really contribute to floatiness anyways. Now, I will say this, that we have already did a lot of like deco work on this thing. Like you can see these like smooth lines on the wood here. This is something we added in a previous video, but because it kind of belongs here, I'm just gonna show you a little bit quickly if you haven't seen that episode. If you haven't also, that's of course in the playlist. What you basically do, you take a wooden block and you just Ctrl-Shift-X and you'll just smoothen out that particular corner, and yeah, that's what we did. Yeah, so now you know. We've like continuously worked on the deco part of the Yamato as well, so we're gonna compare it to the Ultra Yamato unchanged version later to kind of see the full upgrades on the visuals later. Before I started to record, I was finally smoothing out these little turret, what is it called? Not turret necks, that's barbettes. They're called barbettes. Yes. French pronunciation. Someone help me in the comments. But I fixed the barbettes so they look a little bit smoother. And we're gonna do the same with the cram cannons here in the front as well. Because they are a little bit jagged here. We're only using the 1 meter slope. And there is of course ample opportunity to use the 2 meter one. I think is gonna be perfect here. Let me check that. Yeah, that's gonna look better. Before we do any more changes, I want to consult our examples and see what tips we can take. Now, Steam Workshop's integration for From the Depth is absolutely horrendous. It's really bad. But, well, I don't know if it works. It kind of works. Anyways. We can now download some vehicles here. And if you want to have some of my vehicles, you can of course get them from here as well. But in any case, we are going to start. Now this is cool, we're gonna check that out sometime. Well, subscribe to Gmodism channel as well, I have some extra stuff there. Let's see here. Yeah, I'm just gonna start saving stuff down. So we're gonna download it and save it on disk. I guess we're gonna save it inside here. Yeah, and I'm gonna do this for all of the other ones. I feel like I'm very much neglecting my subscriptions. I don't look at them. Like I subscribe to stuff and I think I'm gonna look at them and then I just don't. Well, sometime. Oh, by the way, here we have like the craziest thing ever built. Look at this creepy thing. We'll need to check out that too. By the way, if you ever wanted a sauna in From the Depth, I made one. Well, you don't need that, but you need this. A measuring stick, measuring things in Marauders. It's great. No, it's just silly. Okay, let's look at the Yamatos instead. Right, so we got all 7 of them here, but oh my lord, look at this. This costs 11 million. That's about twice as much cost as our ongoing Yamato project. No. Sorry, I'm just, what is it called? Like number illiterate. It's 1.1 million, right? Well, all of these are of course very big girls, but oh my. Is this supposed to happen? Is this a joke or did it just get updated to oblivion? Well, in any case, this thing looks really cool, but it kind of sinks. Is it supposed to do that? I think it may be a joke. Well, look at these. Version 269. Wow. At that point, you've really been perfecting something. Well, this being a replica build, a lot of them are of course much smaller than the 221 Yamato. That's like twice as big that Martin built. And you can see it is indeed 265 meters. It's looking really cool. And it's a bit old, like most of the Yamatos here, so we can clearly see where the missing transition block is. Fortunately, nowadays we have this block, the transition, which we can utilize to make smooth shapes. Like, you know, smoothing it out a lot. And we can clearly see that this would have been very happy if it had access to those little smoothing shapes. Now my FPS is really sad because we spawned in all of these ships. But we can see that design-wise it looks really cool. And it gives me a couple of ideas, like for the anchors here, we can add big anchors in the front of the ship. And we definitely are missing the little flower emblem in the front in gold, which we of course must add. Well, oh, I see why we're lagging. They are engaging in collisions. What's clear just right away is of course that we need to have a lot more windows and stuff like this. Yeah, that looks really nice. The guns we've already added and such things. We have some different levels here on the original Yamato. I saw that too. It may be a little bit hard to do. In the back here of the real Yamato, these things here, which the Ultra Yamato has too, basically launched airplanes with type of catapult. I would really wanted to have seen that in action. That would have been scary. Well, that could be cool to add, of course, like drones and stuff, but we are having so much lag problems, I'm not sure that's a good idea. Oh, look, a big... This is a wooden block that's used as a mimic to, like, make this. That's really smart. I never thought about this. It's like this block. Just a wooden block, but you, like, scale it up. Like this. Very smart. Huh. I'll need to use this. It's really cool. The little things Eric get impressed by. Yeah. Now this is a weird build. Look at this. The like bottom of the ship is just not there. I don't know. It's only a deco build. It's, you know, it looks cool, but yeah. I think that's kind of what it does. And it does it well. It's a small and good looking thing. Now, if we look at the next version, the IJN Yamato, and we forgot to kinda... No author details logged for this vehicle? What? Are you kidding me? That can't be right. Well, in any case, perhaps that happens if you build with no profile? I don't know. Well, we have some mimic blocks that are about to fall off, apparently. Well, it looks a bit aged. We got the smoother transitions here, even though I guess like most of these designs wouldn't have access to the full suite of transitions that were added later. Here we also have the ship catapult with its crane and stuff like that. Perhaps we need to add a crane and stuff like that, or something that looks like it a little bit at least. We've of course added mortars and stuff like that. And here the smokestacks has a lot of tubing on it as well. Well, the superstructure looks interesting here as well. It's really well shaped out. I like the little wooden decks all over the place as well. Well, let's pause the game and make it less laggy. Oh wow, this is an old thing. This is like before chains, so we used windows alternating here to make the chains for the anchors, and the anchor blocks were not existing when this was built either, so we tried to build anchors here. The customization for the shields was apparently not the thing either, because we have like some really non-transparent shields going on here, making it impossible to see this. we got a pretty compact superstructure here. And due to the rugged shapes, it's a little bit hard to see. Maybe we should turn off the shields to watch it better. But here on the back, we also have the cranes and the catapults for the fighter planes. Well, it's looking nice as well, but of course it's a bit dated. Now, I don't know if this one collided with some other ship, so let's repair it in case. Here we have the emblem in the front as well. Looks like, oh, we added a munition decorator. What is it called? Munition detector? To have that as a detail there too. Okay. Wait. Oh yeah, this is also before a lot of stuff, so we're having the chains there. Yeah, it looks cool. And we have the catapults again. Like all of them have this catapult. It is a like key feature, so I suppose we should have it. And here, like the smokestack is lower than this. Yeah, that seems to be what it should be. This should be higher than the smokestack for all of the systems, all of the ships. Very interesting. Now, we have the things that got sunken a bit here too. Well, we should just bring them out of the water and repair them first. Oh, look at this. We actually have a little propeller plane on here. That's really cool. So these catapults are working then. Well, and this smokestack is tilted by being on a sub-object, so that was a pretty cool and smart idea as well. Well, reviewing the different Yamatos, I have some favorites, and we need to look at the space battleships too. Any case, just for fun, let's spawn in some Marauders. Oh my. So some of the Yamatos are just simply sinking, but the ones that are able to fight, well, we can check it out. God, it lags. One of the main reasons it lags is probably because we have a lot of water pumps. Now, I'm gonna do an empirical testing session where we actually confirm and check the laggiest things you can have on ships, so you can know for certain. But check that video later on if it's not available already, which I don't think it is. Man, this battle is just... Many of these Yamatos are so outdated, it's a really sad watch. Well, this one, oh god, we accidentally locked onto a shell, as you do. I'm still wondering if that nuke spawn ship was a mistake, or if it was a feature. Our game speed is clocking in at half speed, and it only seems that one Yamato is actually capable of even fighting. But it's doing a great job. Saraba Chikue. Just kidding. We're checking out the space battleship Yamatos. Here we have the Elder one. It apparently seems to be built with like a lot of... yeah. It's cool, but it's so dated. Also, that some parts are painted with fleet colors and some are not, doesn't really help, if you so say. But it got a nice little interior here. Look at that. Welcome aboard, the Yamato captain. Very nice. It has interiors. That's cool. We'll need to check the interiors. Control room. Oh, well, look. It's for the captain to go there and stuff. That's very neat. We got some stairways down. Oh my. Okay, we have an invisible little shield here to the AI with a spawner. We got the wave motion engines and the wave motion gun, of course, there. Seems to be a pack. Makes sense. Well, it looks cool and all, but you know what? Let's check the new version. Honorable mention this is. Ladies and gentlemen, here it is. the beautiful new fresh space battleship Yamato. This is the first time I'm looking at it. It looks absolutely amazing. It got a nice purple-blue color. We have the wave motion engine, of course, with a lot of flame effects. That's for sure. I wonder what guns they opted for here for the replica build. The radar array, the sharp angles, we have... we may not have... Oh, we have one piece of interior here. And that's probably it. But it looks really cool. This looks very nice. It's very space-y, however. So I fear it may be a little bit difficult to adapt too many design tips from this. So there is that. But I will say the shaping of this bulbous bow, it's called, is very neatly done. This is like 3 million. Do I have an airship of this cost? Well, I got this. This is the Sheriff. Air battleship. It's 4 million, so it's like 1 million more expensive, but I'm gonna spawn it on the enemy team, and we're just gonna have some fun seeing what happens, because I feel that I want to see the Space Battleship Yamato new version in action, even though I feel we may not be able to utilize too many of the tips or decorations from it, since the thing it does best is shaping of some parts, and well, we can't reshape the entire hull. That's not a refit, that's a rebuild. It's looking splendid. It definitely is. Well, I'm going to take out a little drawing pad, and we're going to write down some things we should fix with the Yamato. Stuff to add and stuff to decorate. So this battle is probably not something we're gonna watch to the finish. I'm instead going to continue to upgrade our Ultra Yamato. Now, I realize that upgrading the Yamato is a big undertaking. We have done a lot of upgrading in previous videos, as I'm sure you'll know. We added some parts here and there, but it is a big thing. It's a big project, and I'm very uncertain we're gonna actually be able to finish it in one go. I've just started the Trials Season 2 from the Army of Gmodism, where we're gonna compare some missile launchers to make out the best ones. So keep tuned for that, but that's obviously taking some time too. And I want this video to go up very, like, not in too long future. We'll see, we'll see. Well, let's take out the drawing board and see what we should do and take some tips from our favorite builds. Future Gmodism here saying that yes, we will not be able to do the final release of the Yamato. I can't fix all the things that need fixing, upload it to the workshop and do the full release this week, because I still feel we should have this video going up this week. And so, yes, next time. Hopefully. But that's probably for the better, because of course we need to test it and battle test it, and you know, the last tweaking of a ship is like one of the longest phase, just so you know. Ladies and gentlemen, you're most welcome to the premiere of this feature, where I can sketch and draw stuff in videos. So here we have it. We're gonna build the Yamato visual upgrades. Yay! So I'm going to take this little sketch here, and we're basically gonna jump in game and basically select a feature that I liked and just write them down so we remember them. This is how I usually do it, but now I have a fancy way of showing it due to this being digital. Very nice. First out, we have the Yamato Battleship Remake version, which remembers to put a very nice little emblem in front. So that we should indeed have. So, add emblem. Also, the same Yamato build has solved the anchors in a pretty neat way too. So I feel we should also have the anchors piercing the hull like this. And thanks to Mimic and Decos, I'll know this is not too hard to do. So, anchor through hull. Then I think having these like random blocks and, you know, decorations just standing around on the hull like this looks pretty cool too. So we're gonna write that down. Add random boxes, doors, hatches, stuff like that. All over, like, all over. Now, all of them Yamatos, these being my two favorites, clearly show that this little wire tower thing needs to be higher than the chimney. So that we must write down. I don't know if this makes any sense or if it's just messy, but it's fun. Or tell me, this is the debut of this tech. Now, something that all of the Yamatos have for sure, that's the crane and the like pit area where the airships could come from. Now, making a full launcher system with like all that complex stuff will probably be a bit much, but we should at least try to make somewhere that airships could come out of. So make aircraft pit plus cranes. I like that the nuke is just casually going off in the background here, but what we want to do is just add like random clutter and items and stuff to the superstructure. Now, I'm not gonna make like a super accurate replica because then, you know, yeah, I can't refit it into a perfect replica, neither do I want to. But just to make it look a little bit cooler, I'm just going to try and spam out like the superstructure area with like tech jank. So this we should indeed write down. Add tech jank. Man, we just looked at this, but this like crane area looks absolutely amazing, especially considering how old this ship is. It's very impressive. The IJN Yamato it's annoying. I didn't write down the author names in, but you can compare them to the image on the workshop, so I guess that's fine. Well, all of them are of course very beautiful, and I think this is like the bulk of the tips. Oh wow, look at the like light from this nuke. It kind of looks like a cozy sunset here. And then you like turn around and it's like your casual nuclear blast. Welcome to hell. Well, in any case, about this, it has our following tip. Lots of cool windows, of course. We're selecting another color for this to not be confusing, but like add more windows. Yay. Then we have a pretty obvious thing. I don't know if you see it in front of you right now or think of it, but make the colors nice. So, you know what? We are currently waiting to spawn in the Yamato for comparison because it's lagging a bit, but it's gonna be fun to see if we can catch something more we obviously need to fix and add. Oh my. We're loading it in. It sure is a very impressive thing. Now, one of the things, I didn't write it down, but we're obviously going to replace these APS wires with like real wires, or deco wires rather. One thing you can see also is that just some general shaping and smoothing on the hull is also needed to be done there. It's not like a Yamato replica, it's the Ultra Yamato. It's much larger and fancier, so obviously... Oh, this is actually much taller, that's nice. It just needs to be moved back a bit. Well, neat in any case. What we basically want to do is we want to make it look real cool. So we can add windows where there were none previously, because the original Ultra Yamato's superstructure isn't super accurate anyway, and that's not the point of it. Its point is to be Yamato-esque and very intimidating. Well, in any case, those are, I think, the main tips we need here. One thing that's pretty obvious as well, that's kind of adding a lot more railings. So I'm gonna write down adding a lot more railings. Adding a lot more. You'll have to focus on the important things in life, right? So the deal is basically like this. I'm going to slave away on my free time trying to add all of these fixes and make it look nice. I don't know if I'll be finished till next week. There is a lot of work to do, but I didn't want to leave you hanging. So I hope you appreciate the update at least. And of course, one thing is interiors. We'll need to add some kind of interiors. You'll see. I have a lot of videos to record. We have the empirical testing. We of course have this little upgrade here. We have, not to even mention the Sword of the Ecclesiarch. If you missed the Sword of the Ecclesiarch, you have a video to watch. We'll just have to look at what Witch Doctor has been working on. So basically, on another note, for the Promethean Directive, which is a tabletop roleplay game, me and 2 other Gmodists are having this little fleet, and Witch Doctor has built this absolutely amazing looking aircraft carrier that looks like a sword. The faction is called the Sword of the Ecclesiarch, and it's a sub-faction of the Army of Gmodism. And in the Promethean Directive, we play as quite a power-hungry, well, not too nice sect faction. That's, well, we're hoping to be pretty scary, but we haven't had any major combats yet, so we'll see. I built a pretty cool ship for this as well, which I'm going to make a video about later on. But anyways, check that out if you want to, and if you're in the Promethean Directive, excuse us, we'll have no mercy. If you want to see some more Gmodist Gmodism videos, check the Gmodist channel. I have some videos on some of the swords builds there too. So check that out, it's up there, and it's fun. Also, this is the exact same reason you should join the Gmodism army instead of fighting it, because otherwise we'll have this sword coming. Joke aside. Thanks a lot for watching. I'll be seeing you next time. Hopefully next week, but we'll see. I have a lot on my table right now, and that's only regarding the YouTube stuff. There is a lot of other things I'll be doing right now too. So in any case, thanks for watching. This is your host Eric, and I'm signing out. Really hope that Martin takes a look at this sometime. Anyways, see you.